Hey everyone, I just want to give a quick FYI. As far as subscription goes, I'm finding that I'm being unsubscribed from channels that I watch on a daily and weekly basis. So something very weird is taking place again. While you're here, just take a look at the subscribe button. Does it show that you can subscribe? Then you've been unsubscribed. So just a heads up, everybody, please take a look at your status. And if you need to, hit the bell so that you get a notification when my videos come up so that I don't get lost in the mix if you want to keep watching my videos. Okay, that's everything. Now I'm going to get into the reading. Hello Cancer, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Yes, it does help my channel, but it circulates the video. So more importantly, what it does is it makes it available to the other Cancerians out there that need to hear the messages. I want to remind everyone it is a general reading. It's definitely going to completely resonate for some of you, but not all of you, okay? So those of you that it doesn't completely resonate with, take what does resonate. That's yours. Leave the rest behind. I want to thank everyone for all your support by way of purchasing the extended videos, by commenting, by purchasing the decks that I've created, the used decks that I have for sale on my website, donations. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate it. Now this reading is going to be all about you staying in alignment. Now some of you are in alignment because of timing. Some of you aren't quite aligned yet, okay? You're going to know where you're at because things are going to resonate with you or for you in the reading that tell you that you're not quite aligned or that you are aligned. It's my feeling that majority of you are aligned, okay? And all you have to do is stay that way. And then you're going to get lucky because your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, all the manifestations that you've been going for and wanting are on their way. Okay. There we go. Okay. We are starting out with these three decks here. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn them over and get the messages on the other side of the card because that's going to be a clue for you as far as where you're at in the alignment process, okay? And maybe what you've been through, what you've done and experienced, the work you've done, or the work you need to do. Like I said, you're going to know which one you are because it's going to resonate as you already having done it or not. This is Soul's Journey. The decks are listed below. Click on the title of this video. It'll drop down my description box, and that's where you'll find all the decks that I'm using. The link to the extended is down there too, okay? That's weird. Don't know what that is on the card, but that was definitely different. I have not had this card come out yet. You are the first ones to see this card. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yeah, it's like I said, if you are aligned, just keep moving forward, doing what you're doing, being who you're being, okay? You are headed for luck. Those of you that aren't in alignment, keep doing the work, persevere, keep doing the work to get yourself aligned, okay? Now this is Motivation Manifesto, and it says, there is light all around. There is much to be grateful for in this seemingly dark world. And so all we must do is pull our gaze from the shadow and look to the ocean of divine light and grace in which we are blessed to live. This is all about continuing to see the positive even in the negative. Okay? Staying aligned. That's a big one. That's a tough one. That really is a tough one. This is the Power of Surrender Oracle cards, and you have surrender to your full power, Cancer. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. You know, this seems to be an ongoing theme. Don't hide. I had a huge epiphany the other day, and it was about a realization that I was still hiding in the first part of my life. For over 30 years, I hid. I didn't want people to know exactly who I was, how I was living, how I had to live. Honestly, I was kind of ashamed at some of the ways that I had to be in order to survive, because we always were so broke and had a lot of trouble paying our bills. And I didn't want people to know that's where I was in life. I was ashamed by it. So I hid. I didn't allow myself to get too close to people. So friends, yeah, I had friends, but they only got so close. I realized the other day that I no longer have anything to be ashamed of. And I shouldn't have been ashamed about that either, but I am doing so well right now and I'm so happy. But what I realized is that I'm still hiding. I'm still hiding. So if that's where you're at, let that go. Don't hide anymore. You don't need to. You didn't need to before, but you definitely don't need to now. So see, it sounds to me like majority of you are aligned and ready to get lucky, except that you have to surrender to your full power. Don't play it small. Dream big, wish big, move forward in a big way. Be loud, be present. Don't hide. Play it big. And pay attention to the positive, even in the negative, okay? And just keep moving forward. Now your first card out, this is the Star Tarot deck. Look at this, the King of Swords. Now this could be a person in your world, okay? It could be a very important person in your world. It could be a business partner. It could be a lover. It could be a family member or a friend. King of Swords would be a Libran, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. That didn't sound right, but that's right. The energy of the King of Swords is this guy. I always get the same energy off the King of Swords, and that is that he is always suited up and ready for battle, so to speak. Not that you need to battle anything, but he's just always ready. He's a guy that's always on time for his appointments. In fact, he's probably early. He's just always at the ready, no matter what it is. And he's very honest. He's very truthful. He lives life from a place of integrity. Look at how the sun's shining through back here, just through the top of his head, through his crown chakra. Look at the size of his pentacle. So, living life from a place of integrity. And that'll help you see the positive in the negative. The next card you have is the Prince of Swords. You know, I have probably 100 decks. I cannot possibly memorize the meanings behind every card in every different deck. So yes, I am going to turn to the Star Tarot book for this one, because I'll tell you why. I'm going to get my intuitive message first, but I'll tell you why I'm going to go to the book. The Prince and Princess of Swords are 2 extra cards in this deck in each suit, okay? And they have completely different meanings than anything else. There is also a Knight of Swords and a Queen and a Page and a King, okay? So I'm going to look this up and see what it says in the book for you. But in the meantime, this person, this Prince of Swords, looks like he's fighting, how do I word that? Fighting for his position in the world, so to speak. But he's got, I think these are butterflies. They're kind of shaped funny, but I think they're butterflies. So it's all about growth. It's all about forward movement, perseverance, right? No matter what gets in your way, cut out what isn't serving a purpose anymore and move forward, move through it, okay? But now I'm going to get it from the book. Okay, the Prince of Swords. He's intelligent, fearless, courageous. He stands before the unknown future, looking at it straight in the eye. His energetic spirit is ready to test and develop his intellectual skills out in the world of opportunity and challenges. The brilliant and observant prince is curious about the world and how it works. He will use his articulate mind of reason and logic to analyze and scrutinize every situation. He's determined, motivated, and ready to take action to integrate his ideas into the world of manifestation. The Prince of Swords is an original thinker who believes in himself and is not concerned with other people's opinions. Surrender to your full power, right? He will fight and take risks for what he believes in, which is what I was getting, right? Fighting for your position. His gift of keen perception enables him to view problematic situations and challenges from a wide perspective. Now it goes on for 2 more pages, but I think we kind of get the idea here. I do want to read this for you though. The Prince of Swords stands in the whirling north wind holding his sword of destiny. The north wind symbolizes the power of air. The double-edged sword symbolizes truth that can cut both ways. It also symbolizes opposite ideas or solutions and the balance between spirit and matter. The new moon in the clouds signals a new quest is at hand. The 2 ravens flying in the sky are thought and memory or desire. In Nordic mythology, the ravens belong to the god Odin, who was the seeker of wisdom. They are the prince's spirit guides. The prince's red cloak flaps and twirls in the winds of change. Red is the color of adventure, aggression, violence, action, bravery, and courage. All the aspects of the red cloak are being tested, experienced, and balanced as the prince begins to interact his intellect in the physical journey of life. The color purple weaves its way through the cloak, giving it a magical quality of spirituality, wisdom, inner peace, and mastery. The swirling stars symbolize the prince's inherent memory of his personal power and guiding light that is constant. The Luna moths that's what they are. They're not butterflies. They're Luna moths. They symbolize heightened spiritual awareness that gravitates toward truth, guiding one through the dark hours of their lives. And that's what I got with the King of Swords, living life from a place of integrity or truth, right? At the hub of the starry medicine wheel is the 4-path star dividing the different strengths the prince carries on his journeys. Green is healing, black is the unknown, yellow is intuition and creativity, and blue is perception, wisdom, and peace. Wow, that is a very cool card. And now you see why I had to read it from the book. There's no way I can have that memorized for you. I just got this deck not too long ago too. So you get the gist. The condensed version of the message came through in the beginning from Spirit, and that is that you are needing to persevere and fight for what you believe in. Fight for your position on the planet. And don't play it small. Your next card is the 7 of Pentacles. This is all about divine timing. And it's harvest time, basically, is what this is saying. It's harvest time. You've done the work. Cancer, it's like I said before, it feels like majority of you have done the work. And you're now aligned and ready to move forward toward this unbelievable, lucky place that you're headed for, that you're being guided to. Follow your heart, okay? Follow your heart. Follow your passion. You're being guided. Your next card is the 5 of Swords. Ooh. Okay. So you are aligned, but there is a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done, because this 5 of Swords is going to create resistance on your path, all right? This is about, you know, part of the message with the Prince of Swords was to do with spirit and matter. And what that means to me is it's about gaining that which you want by gentler, kinder means, attracting them to you rather than chasing or forcing things. The 5 of Swords is someone that wants something bad enough that they're willing to do anything to go after it, and they don't care who gets hurt in the meantime. They go after it at all cost, in other words. So you're being asked to not do that, because that will sabotage you on your path. So just allow. You already are at a good place. This will mess you up. It will absolutely mess you up. Keep moving forward the way you are. Don't get to that place where you want to force things or make them happen for you. Six of Wands, bottom of the deck, part of your overall energy. This is all about reciprocity, equal give and take. It's about success. It's about reaching for the stars. You are headed for such good luck. Don't let this get in your way. Okay. This, you know what? I'm being drawn back here again. This can also be about deceit. Okay, now I don't know if it's you being deceitful or somebody else being deceitful, but it's interesting how the beginning of the row talks about living life from a place of integrity, and the end of the row talks about not being deceitful, not sabotaging things by being forceful and going after things, you know, doing whatever you need to do to get what it is you want. That could include being deceitful or dishonest. So Spirit is asking you to not do that. And if it's somebody else, I think you're going to know about it. You'll be made aware of it. Okay, that card that just kind of semi-flipped was the Lover's card, which is my twin flame card. You could be on path for your twin here. Okay, this is the holographic Light Seers deck. And on top of the King of Swords and the Prince of Swords, you've got the King of Cups. And this takes us back to the Motivation Manifesto card, which was all about finding the positive in the negative. Finding the love in a place of fear. This guy loves so big and so intently. Look at the light rays coming out from his heart chakra. And he's got the Ace of Cups in front of him. And he's just lightly got his hand on it, okay? So the message that's coming through here, thank you, Spirit, is not what the King of Cups represents, but what they're telling me is he's how do I put this? His eyes are closed. He looks to me like he's meditating, but he's got his hand just ever so lightly sitting on this Ace of Cups, which is this new beginning, right? He's not holding it. He's not gripping it. He's not, you know, doing this. He's just set his hand on it so he can feel it. With his eyes closed, he knows it's still there. It's still right in front of him in his grasp, even though he's not gripping it. That's what you're being asked to do. Just know what you want, know where it is, and let it come to you. No force. On the Prince of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, wow, you've got kings all over the place here. You've got the King of Wands. This is all about having what you want, knowing what you want, going after what you want, not stopping until you get it. But that, again, does not mean forcing or chasing. It means doing this kind of work. The spiritual side, drawing the matter to you. You can draw matter to you quicker by thought and emotion than you can by physically moving toward it. And this is all about your passion. This is all about knowing exactly what it is you want and where you want to go. And then going after it and not stopping until you get it, but doing it in the right way. Now, these could also be people for sure in your life. This could be you right here, Cancer, okay? It could be another Cancer. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Pisces. The King of Wands would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, okay? Now, on top of the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, you've got the Nine of Wands. Again, it's a persevering card. It's all about having done. You have done all the work. You've done it. You're aligned with a little bit of tweaking, right? Keep going. You are literally this close to being where you want to be, to being in that getting lucky phase. Don't let anything hold you back, and don't let this Five of Swords, this, I'm hearing this need for it to be whatever this is for you. It is a need, okay? It's a want, okay? It's not a need unless it's a necessity. But we're talking about your hopes and your dreams and your wishes, not your necessities, not you're asking, you know, for food. We're talking about your dreams coming true. And this is saying, want them, but don't need them, okay? Because when you need them, that's lack. And you're going to sabotage it. You can't have a need for something that isn't there yet and gain it, because you're telling the universe you don't have it. So the universe isn't going to bring it. Okay, now we're going to get a couple of Gaia Oracle cards. Oh, sorry guys. What am I doing here? Bottom of this deck, and now combined with that deck, is your overall energy, the Hermit. Interesting. Follow your guidance. Follow your guidance. Look at her. She looks like him. There's a lot of going within here, a lot of trusting, a lot of no intellect. I know he is all about intellect, but for you, the message is integrity. Okay, it's about truth. This is about going within. This is about getting in touch with your inner guidance system, your soul, to know the direction that you need to move forward. Okay, let's start over. On the King of Cups and the King of Wands, you have the hidden path. The marriage, we just talked about this, the marriage of spirit and matter. You've got that twice in your cards now, and I brought it up. Spirit. It was a message from Divine. This is definitely about you manifesting this lucky phase in your life by just moving forward, being positive, trying to be happy, not allowing fear to get in your way, not allowing need to get, to sabotage you on your path. Knowing what you want, keeping in touch with that, but not gripping it, not chasing it. It's about combining spirituality or intuition with matter. In other words, using your intuition and your intuitive abilities to draw matter to you. And it's right underneath the Prince of Swords, so that's exactly what that's about. On the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands, you've got the Temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. This is where the deceit comes in. And look at where this is. It's in line this way with the Five of Swords. I feel like some of you have been deceived, and you're being asked, because the Nine of Wands, which is the perseverance message for you, is right between these two cards. Just keep moving. Don't let this hold you back. If somebody has deceived you, don't let that hold you back. Try to see the positive in it somewhere. Like, okay, this had to happen because I needed to move away from this person, or I needed to move away from this situation in order to get to my position of being lucky. It's going to be different for all of you, but there definitely is deceit here. I saw it in the message with that card, the Five of Swords. Okay, now we're going to get... No, we're not going to get this. We're going to get one of these. Okay, this is Beyond Lemuria. The fronts of these cards are all different artwork. They are so beautiful. And the backs have messages for you from Spirit. Oh my goodness. Sagittarius had this card, I think in this position too, and they got this card. Isn't that crazy? So, and they are a King of Wands, King or Queen of Wands, so there may be a Sagittarius in your life, Cancer. Not all of you. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that. Okay, so this is your picture. Now in the back it says, surrender. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. My God, I can't believe, I cannot make this stuff up. Okay, rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the great mysteries reveal themselves. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you got that card, because that's exactly what the messages were that were coming through here for you, loud and clear. Spirit never ceases to amaze me. Oops, that's not where that goes. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to put that right here. Now we're going to get a synchronicity oracle card for you. Is this our card? Yes, okay, that's our card. Spirit is working behind the scenes. When I created this deck, I'd been seeing a lot of different numbers randomly, but frequently. I wanted to know what they meant, so I asked my guides. Whatever they gave me is what's on the cards, okay? So if you start seeing 29, know that it's Spirit working behind the scenes. They're letting you know that they are working on things for you to move you forward, okay? Now I want to get one more card for you here. A Divine Doors card to see what door is opening or closing for you, Cancer. Okay, this is your door. Pretty cool, kind of creepy, but kind of cool too. Let's just see it a little bit closer. Looks like it's in Thailand or a place like that. Okay, now your message on the back is Hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness in joy it brings. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. That is so cool. Pay attention to the birds around you. Watch for hummingbirds. That will be a definite message for you, okay? I want to ask your guides and spirit what you can and need to do to get rid of this, you know, this negative side here, so that you can move forward into that getting lucky phase that you've got coming, because you are aligned, you have done the work. There's just one small area that's holding you back, Cancer, that's causing resistance. So let's figure out where that resistance is coming from, how you can release it. We're going to do that in the extended, okay? So those of you that want to go over, click on the title of this video. My description box will drop down. The extended link is there, okay? It's going to take you to my website. Those of you that are not going over, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.